Hey guys, tonight I'm going to be doing a tarot spread for the collective. I want to see what's changing and what we can expect for the next upcoming week. With tarot, I find it best to just take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, then just move forward, take what you can from it, and try to have a positive experience. And I just want to put a little disclaimer out. I know some people that may follow me might have a negative view on tarot and divination. I had that view too. For a long time, I was raised Christian, Southern Baptist, Methodist. So this kind of stuff, tarot and divination, all that was considered taboo, and we weren't allowed to experience anything like that. It wasn't until later in my adult life when I started exploring other religions and other cultures that I found that a lot of religions have a lot of similarities. I know all of the major religions have many similarities, and that made me very interested in what else I could be missing out on. And I eventually found that there was a whole world that I was missing out on, and I was missing out on it because my belief and mysticism, the occult, all of that was looked at as negative. It wasn't until I started looking at doing my own research that I found that with anything, there can be good and bad aspects of it. It's the energy that you put out. If you're putting out negative energy, and that's what you're going to get back. That's how the universe works. It works on vibrations and frequencies. And if you're vibrating at a very low frequency, then you're going to have negative things happen to you. So I just want to say that. So if there's any fear around tarot or anything like that, it's just what your beliefs is what you're going to get. And with me, every spread that I do is filled with love and light. I cleanse everything beforehand, and I just try to fill every spread that I do with as much love and light as I can. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm just pulling from the Rider deck, my traditional tarot deck, and then at the end, I will pull some oracle cards too as well. I'm gonna probably do the Wisdom Oracle deck, and then might do a chakra activation as well. Okay, let's see. So what do we need to know for the next week for the collective? What's going to be changing? What can we expect to get better or to get worse? Let's just see what we have here. Okay. So first we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups to me represents coming together, celebration. There's something that's worthy of a celebration. Very happy coming together of people. So that's a good start. Let's see what else we have here. Spooks. Okay, then we have the World card. The World card shows me cycles. We're going through this journey. We're continuing cycles, completing cycles. That the World card shows lots of opportunities for good and bad. But in this situation, it already feels like it's good. It's a good cycle that we're talking about here. So now we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, let's see what else we can get with this. Okay, with the World card, we're gonna just take the high road when we're going through these cycles, and gonna try to stay as positive as we can when we're getting through whatever situation we're going through. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one more card to see if I can get like a clearer idea of what's happening right now. But what it looks like for me now is that there's a reason for us to celebrate. We're going through cycles, and I also pulled the Nine of Swords, which talks about like the dark night of the soul, shadow work, dealing with things that are in your mind. The swords, that's what they deal with. It's about mental stability and issues with the mind, mental clarity, that kind of stuff. So what I'm seeing right now is it's showing that there are people going through that in our collective that have right and reason to celebrate because they're dealing with their shadow work. They're coming out to the other side. They're ending cycles and going on to the next karmic cycle that we should be dealing with. That seems really good to me. And then I have the King of Wands, or I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands, the Devil card, and the Ace of Cups. And if we can continue what we've been doing, it's reaping what we sow. If we continue to do that kind of stuff with love and light, and you can embody the Queen of Wands energy, which she knows what she's doing, has planted the seeds that she wants to grow, has taken good care of them, and is just waiting patiently until she can see the fruits of her labors. And then, but I also see I have the Devil card, and that could be something that could throw us off track if we are falling for temptations, or it could be that easy to get us off track if we do not continue to work on the shadow work, and we continue to stay in our minds and we're not actually doing the work. We're just stressing and not clearing ourselves and trying to move forward. Then these devil energies could take us over, and it could just, the cycle would be repeated over and over again. And then we have the Ace of Cups gift. The gift of love. We're supposed to be dealing with our shadow work and feeding our ego love. When we deal with this kind of stuff and we're dealing with our inner child, the way to healing is to feed that inner child and your ego with love. And once that happens, the healing begins, and we can end the cycles that we're in. If it's some kind of trauma that you've been through as a child, or neglect, or this could be from past lifetimes as well. We do carry this kind of stuff from one life to another. So, and then finally I have the King of Cups. So what this is showing, if we can become a master of our emotions and learn how to control these emotions that come up when we're being triggered or that we're dealing with shadow work, if we can do this and master these kind of things, that's when the cycle is broken. If we are triggered by someone says something you don't like, and you react out of anger, and you just fly off the hinges, that is going to cause the cycle to start over. You're just going to have to go back to square one and do it again. And this is how karmic lessons work. They will be repeated over and over again until you are able to do this and have enough mental clarity and stability to move forward and to act accordingly. That's just like the golden rule. If you treat others how you want to be treated, and that goes a long way, especially in the world that we live today. That is what we need. We need other people to treat others with compassion and love and understanding instead of hatred. We cannot fight negativity with negativity. And the exact same thing works within yourself. If you are having all of these past issues coming up, traumas coming up, and you keep telling yourself that you're horrible, that I'm a horrible person, that I can't do this, I could never forgive myself, or I could never forgive others, it's just going to keep happening. And until we can recognize that's what it is and integrate these shadow aspects of ourselves to move forward and integrate with love and understanding and compassion, you're not going to go anywhere. The cycles will be continued over and over and over again. And a lot of times when these cycles, when you're repeating these cycles, more temptations will come up, more triggers will come up, and it will be harder and harder for you to get through them. So, my advice is, if you have something coming up in your past, sit down, talk to yourself, say, why do I feel this way? Why does this situation or issue make me feel this way? And when you're able to clearly understand and interpret what's actually happening, then you can go about the healing and what you should do and how it should be dealt with. So it seems like we're, as a collective, we're all doing really well, working on our shadow work and moving forward. And that's really amazing, I think. I know myself, I've been doing a lot of shadow work, inner healing for, it seems like the last, many months. But the last few days has been, I feel really good. I feel really energized. I feel like there was a cycle that was completed and that we're moving up, that as a collective, our consciousness is rising. And that's just amazing. I see this more and more every day, and it just warms my heart that there are people that are healing and are getting all of this stuff done. It's just amazing. So I'm going to pull one more card from my Oracle deck. It's the Wisdom Oracle deck. And let's see what advice we could get from these. These are awesome cards. They're beautiful. They have great messages, and I just love them. They're kind of hard to shuffle, though. They're kind of big, but it's okay. And I'm going to be doing more tarot spreads. If you guys are interested, I'll be doing personal readings for people, too. You can just message me. I really enjoy it. And if you think you could get something out of it, just message me, and we'll see what we can do from there. And I'm also going to be working with people individually. Like, I'm trying to set up courses and stuff for kind of like life coaching and just talking with people and explaining what I've done on my journey and how I've healed myself and helped others. And I want to set up courses and one-on-one sessions with people. So if you're interested about any of that too, just message me. Okay, so the first card, the card that we got was Higher Power. And that's amazing. That fits so perfectly with what we're talking about here. So I'm just going to read the message that it has here. It's a beautiful card. The pinks and blues. Okay. Conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. The oracle's message is, this card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are a gifted human through life which your higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection with spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Here's a meditation you could ask. What is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way. Trust that there's a plan for you and your life, and more wondrous than you could ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. So that's perfect going along with this spread. If you are struggling with any of these issues that we talked about, doing shadow work, I also highly recommend finding something that you can connect with. If your higher source, higher self, God, your guides, spirits, whatever it is, to go to and connect. When you start connecting with your inner world, you realize that everything that you ever need is within you, and that we have help. We have source, God, energy that is there for us and that loves us more than we can ever imagine. And once you start connecting with this kind of stuff and these beings and yourself more, my life completely changed, and for the better. And I can't even explain in words how much of a dramatic change I've went through. A lot of people that know me can tell and will let you know that, yeah, she's a completely different person, and for the better. And I'm going to read, there's a protection message that goes along with it. Sometimes these messages don't really resonate, but I'm going to just read this one because I was guided to. Okay. Now is the time to examine what you're giving your energy to and attention, to sit back and put it in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations about money or about other people, places, or things, these will be the source from which you create. You want Spirit to be your source. Take your heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always standing for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. Turn away from other sources of power that don't serve your higher good. There is no greater source than Spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of. You are in good hands. Okay, I think that's going to be it for the night. I ended on a great message. So, like I said, if you guys want a personal reading, just message me. Okay, hope you guys have a great night. Bye.